My latest project, this is a Bobby Orr Power pinball machine. This is the MPU board, the master control unit. The battery that was soldered to the bottom here corroded this whole thing and messed up the traces and a bunch of transistors and resistors and things. So I replaced it with this brand new one. And then it still wasn't working quite right, so I ended up, the playfield switches weren't working right, so I ended up getting my radio controlled servo pins and repairing this unit here. Replacing all these wires, pins, and I fixed it, which was pretty cool. Dad bought this pinball machine for about 250 bucks from Richard Parsons, who now lives down the street actually, and it was an arcade in Ocean City that was going out of business. I think he paid about $250 for it in the early 80s, and I've owned it ever since. And it hasn't worked in like 5 or 6 years. I decided I wanted to fix it, and so we turned it on. The new board has an interesting feature. It allows free plays, which means you don't have to put coins in or anything, which is pretty cool. The upper right board and the lower right board don't work quite correctly. I tried to fix them, but I said the LED boards. But it works. Uh-oh, I only got one flipper. One hand. Try again. Yep. Flipper. But pretty cool. It's working. I fixed it, and actually the back glass is in great shape. I mean, I've seen some of them. You can see the LEDs are a little messed up there, but I can actually fix those. Another slight problem. Cindy says it's been that way a long time, but when this when you hit the center switch, the right bumper goes off. When you hit the right bumper, the center switch goes off. So obviously there's a couple reversed wires, but actually it's been that way since we got it for a long time. And both of them used to go off. Now just one of them, but now that I fixed it, of course, but I'll have to figure out what's going on there. But otherwise, working great. So I'm pretty happy. Another project done.